So here we are at Mount Krennel, and if the video length is any indication, this is going to be quite the long trek. So, starting off, I'd like to bomb this wall, because I believe there's a useful merchant in here. I'd also like that red rupee. Can't go anywhere from this vine, but hey, another 20 rupees is always useful because I did just buy a wallet. And remember how I said you'd want to find some water for this bottle? Well, I believe the shallow water isn't enough, correct? Yeah, you can't get any water from here. The deep water, on the other hand, should be perfect. Ta-da! We got some water. And we want to pour it right here. And this plant will just instantly grow. Thank goodness we don't have to wait. Oh boy, that'd be trouble if we did. So, this guy should sell us some bombs, which I definitely want because, I've only got 3 of them. Oh, he only tells me something good. That's not even telling me something good. I mean, obviously you need this if you're, if you miss the bottle and you don't know where to go, because you do have to have the bottle in order to progress, but I already have the bottle, so you're really not useful. Oh well, whatever. I'm sure we'll find some bombs on the way, right? I hope we will, at least. Oh dear, that's a boulder. So here we got Tektites. They're fairly annoying because they jump around. They're a bit slow, though, so you don't have to worry about them too much. Just, once they stop moving, you see they twitch when they're not really doing anything, but they kind of stop once they're ready to jump. Once they do that, just make sure you're out of their way, and you should be good. You also want the Gust Jar here, because it sucks up these web spike things? Whatever they are, they do hurt you, and they are annoying, so you want to clear them out. Of course, they do respawn once you leave the screen, but hey, whatever. As long as they're out of your way, I'm fine. And the Gust Jar doesn't really affect Tektites, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there. It does affect these boulders, though, which can actually be useful, because, you know those guys that were hiding under grass? They can hide under boulders, too, so sucking them up with the Gust Jar will actually reveal their location. As it will with the grass as well, but, you can just stab grass. Oh, and here we have some more chews. Red chews are more or less like green chews, except they kind of hide from you like that. See, I can't hit him when he's a little puddle on the ground. And he does play a bit more defensively since, he doesn't really stick out of the ground unless he's about to attack. And we gotta bomb this thing right here. Please tell me somebody will sell or give me bombs, because I need them desperately. So we definitely need to get over there, but how are we going to do it, question mark? Obviously this is a little Minish point. You probably figured that out yourself, but notice I'm not skipping this scene. We go down, we gotta watch this. It's slightly different since these are little bouncy crystals, I guess, instead of mushrooms. But Eslo feels the need to point out that this is also a portal. But again, you probably figured that out yourself. Eslo, that was pretty pointless. So we need to go down this way because that green-looking whatever it is looks like it could be fairly useful, so I'm thinking we should go and get some. Of course, we do have to clear out these ladybug things, but again, they're not really problematic. They're just going to spin around in circles. Just want to make sure they're out of the way, just so I don't get any dumb hits. That'd be pretty terrible if I got hit by these things, because they're easy. So you don't want to actually enter this stuff, because it is deep water. But you do want to grab... I don't want to switch that. You do want to grab some water right here. Apparently it's piping hot, so... Ouch, we are standing in some of it. Oh well. We do need some of that later on, so make sure to keep some of it. I don't think we need any normal water, so you don't have to worry about getting any more from the base. Which is good, because that would be annoying if we had to backtrack. Of course, you do have to backtrack if you don't bother coming this way and grabbing some of that. So just know that you have to go there first. And nothing suspicious on that wall. I don't think there are any bombable walls around. Oh, speaking of bombs, please tell me you are the bomb merchant. Thank you! Yes, I will definitely buy some bombs. I probably should have bought some back at the store, but hey, whatever. And I can't really fuse Kinstones with him because, again, I don't have Kinstones. Gonna have to remember he exists, though. Again, keep track of these guys because they're useful. Okay, now we can go through this bombable wall right here. Nothing hidden, though, even though all these walls are now suspicious to me. They all look like they can be bombed, but they can't. Trust me. Oh yeah, and it should be noted that I believe this game is no different from other Zeldas, where if a wall can be bombed, it makes a different noise than other walls. Which is useful for certain walls that, you know, the ones that are hidden and you don't see them cracked, but at the same time, usually there's some indication, and oh hey, look, new enemies, Eslo's gonna tell us how to kill them. Yep, pull off their iron masks. You can't kill them from the back, but they'll just run away from you if you pull off their masks. Also, they're adorable. Look at those, well, yeah, you can kind of see them. They're kind of cute. I love those things. Kind of feel bad for killing them, because, yeah, they try to charge at you when they have their masks on, but they try to run away at any other points. I don't know, maybe they're not even trying to attack you. They're just accidentally attacking you, because they're just running around with those iron masks, and they probably don't notice you. Poor things. We're just killing them for no reason, which is really kind of rude if you ask me. Take care of him, before Eslo no doubt tells us how to get through here. That's probably a pretty good idea, we'll just get torn up by a tornado. Oh wait, nope. So he doesn't actually tell you how to get through this section, just that you should jump into the tornado, even though that is fairly obvious. And he doesn't have a reaction to it. You know, the fact that you just got inflated, nothing? You're not going to react to that, Eslo? You'd think that would be a weird experience, but no, he's fine with being a balloon. Ah well. Let's see, down here, is there a bottom of the wall down here? Is this the section I'm thinking of? I believe it is. Oh, yes, it is. That's just a weird looking floor for some reason. Don't know why it looks like that, but whatever. You can bomb this wall. Again, you can check with your sword, but honestly, there's no real point. It's obviously a bombable wall. They rarely ever hide these things in any sort of cruel way. Oh, whoops. How did I even make that mistake? Anyway, got a few items here. And now we're kind of low-ish on bombs again. I mean, half of them are gone, so we've still got a decent number, but I'm still kind of getting nervous. Alright, so this is a pretty good area, I've got to say. Nothing we need, but hey, a few good items. Blue Kinstone, 50 rupees, and that heart piece, so we're pretty close to getting another heart. So you definitely want to come down here for a bunch of stuff, but this definitely isn't the way you need to go. Alright, up here we got even more. Clear these webs out, because I don't trust myself around those hitboxes. They're gonna hit me, I swear they will. Let's see, oh, look at that, there's a thing around here that we need to be a Minish for, but oh, there are no portals around. I wonder if there's anything around here which we could... Okay, there's also that thing there, but I wonder if there's anything around here which could turn us into a Minish? Question mark, as if I don't already know. Perhaps in this large area of spider web spiky things. Oh, indeed, there was portal here. We're definitely skipping this. I don't think there are any required Minish transformation scenes from here on out, which is good because they're kind of boring. I mean, each unique portal does have a little bouncy thing of its own when you transform and you bounce down the hole. Because first we had mushrooms and then there were crystals, but oh, don't you even dare. But yeah, they do have their own unique things, but it's really not that interesting. Oh look, spikes. Those will hurt, so don't walk on them. I mean, you can walk over them to get over here quickly, but I don't want to lose health. And we came all the way here for a blue Kinstone piece. Honestly, these are pretty common, so it's not really a huge reward to me. We do need them early on, so I guess I should be thankful, but meh. I wish green Kinstone pieces appeared more in chests, because again, they're supposed to be the most common ones, and yet they only really appear in grass, so in order to actually get them, I kinda had to go out of my way, which isn't a problem when you're not doing a playthrough. But I am, so it is a bit of a problem. And the rewards you get for actually, you know, using them, or abusing them rather, they're not that good. So if you didn't already get the Krenel water, that's your cue to go back and find some. Thankfully I already obtained it, so we don't have to worry about it. So, this green bean over here is what we need. And honestly, I kind of find these guys easier than the spinny bugs, because they fly towards you, so just stab them to death. They'll fly right into your sword. So really, this path is a lot faster. Oh, how are we going to pick up this giant thing? We just do. You'd think you'd need some sort of item in order to do this, but now you can just pick up the bean wall of Minish. It looks fairly heavy, but Link's fine with it. So that might throw you off a little bit. Just know that you can't pick it up just out of nowhere. There are items you can't pick up just yet though, so it's kind of annoying. Oh hey, you can pick up this giant thing, but this thing that's not as giant, now it's heavier than anything you can pick up. Get you out of the way. So unfortunately that respawns every time. Just FYI, turning into a Minish does reset the room. That is going to be important to remember later on, so transforming back and forth, yeah, just keep it in mind that it transforms. It's not a huge deal right now, I think. Alright, so now we're actually on Mount Prenel proper. Yeah, that was just the base. We've got even more to climb, though. We're about halfway through, I'd say. And quit doing that, Tektites. Okay, so Tektites can be kind of annoying, but I still argue that they're really not that bad, even if they do jump around. So anyway, as I was about to say, we still haven't figured out a way to climb these walls. I mean, I know it says it's dangerous and there's no climbing, but, you know, I'd like to climb it, even if there are boulders falling down. Falling down? That's not how you pronounce it at all. Oh, Fairy Spring and Hearts. Actually, I don't think we need this bottle for anything else story-wise, so we can capture one of these little guys in a bottle. So if we're killed, then we'll actually be healed automatically upon death. We can also use it to get a bit of health though, and oh thank you, that is very useful. Especially now that we're fairly far away from anyone that will sell us bombs. And I'd really rather not keep buying bombs. But yeah, I don't plan on dying, so the fairy's not going to be useful like that, but hey, I like to keep a fairy in there anyway. Just trapped forever in this bottle. Before it'll never be absorbed into my body upon death. I do have to wonder why they heal you when you die anyway. You'd think they'd just leave you and be like, okay, you trapped me and separated me from my friends, so I'm just gonna let you die. Peace, sucker! Alright, anyway, as I said before, this gust jar is very useful for those boulder hiding things. I don't remember their names. I do apologize for that, but they're not enemies that occur fairly often in the series. It is also fairly often obvious if one is under a boulder, because they get revealed fairly quickly. And also, if you touch the boulder, then they'll just reveal themselves automatically and punch you, or just contact damage you, I guess. I prefer to think of it as punching, and oh, I wonder if there's anything we can do here. Maybe on the wall? Yep, another obvious one. I still can't recall any that are outright tricky to find off the top of my head, so I don't think you really have to worry about, excuse me, them actually hiding from you. Alright, what do we get? I'm betting mysterious shells, right? Oh, no, Kinstone piece. I guess they're loading those onto us since we've just got the Kinstone bag, and we should really start doing Kinstone quests soon. Alright, is this the section I think it is? I believe... yes, it is! These are Grey Chews. They're pretty unique in that if you get near them, they'll turn into spikes, and they do that fairly frequently, so you have to attack them quickly. I don't think they really appear in any other Zelda games. They definitely don't appear frequently, but I can't remember any games they do appear off the top of my head. I want to say Twilight Princess, but I don't think they do appear there. And, by the way... oh, whoops, that didn't work at all. By the way, I screwed up this puzzle. Doesn't look like it's a thing you can really screw up, but yeah, I actually managed it. Would you just die already? You're annoying. There. There he goes. But yeah, I screwed up the puzzle. I screwed up a very easy puzzle. You wanna know what the solution is? It's an easy one. Trust me on that one. So the solution... ah, really? You're gonna make me bomb this again? I'm pretty sure the bombs respawn though, right? Please? Thank goodness. But yeah, the solution is... You push this block instead of the left block. It's that easy, and I managed to screw it up. Good going, Self. Good going. Alright, another one of these tornado segments. By the way, you do want to be fairly precise with these. It's a little difficult to see, but the movement is kind of stiff, I guess. That's probably the best way to describe it. So, moving around while Eslow's inflated like that is a bit tricky. Alright, I don't think we can do anything in the Krenel Mines, or rather, the Krenel Mines are actually our destination, but... oh, wait. There is stuff we can do around here. Shortcut to bottom. Well, I definitely don't want that. We've been climbing up this mountain. I'm not planning on stopping just yet, because we still got a ways to go to find Malari. Okay, yeah, we can't do anything because there's that little hole there, and what can we do with that hole? Who knows? And I don't think there's anything else useful. Actually, I just remembered. Tektites, annoying if they gang up on you and get you in a corner. There, that's how wow, how'd that even work? I got hit by them, and yet I went through them. Ah, whatever. Get rid of the P-hat, get rid of... Okay, that's annoying. You can't actually deal with those things if they're already moving. Well, you can't stab them, but you can't actually remove their cover, which is annoying. Ah, well. Anyway, I believe the only other thing over here is... oh wait, nope, there's a bombable wall, and if I'm correct, that is actually... that leads to something important. The Krenel wall is where we need to go next, but we can't actually proceed with that because it's a big old wall, and we can't climb. But, I believe... this area is where we need to go to progress onwards, correct? Alright, what do you sell? Is it more bombs? Because I don't think I really need more bombs. Nope, he sells me the grip ring, as I thought. The grip ring is what you need to climb walls. It's a bit pricey, but you should have enough money by this point. Let's see if we can find some hearts, because we are down a few hearts. And, oh, we got plenty of bombs at least. But I would like hearts because I'm a bit low. I'm only missing 2, but that's a bit low for my blood. I'd prefer not to have any hearts missing, personally. So if you want, you can go down, but I don't... oh wait, no, I don't think we've actually been here. Well, we must not have, because there's this wall here and no other way to here. We have been down here, though, I believe, right? Because we went through that bridge. I want to check for hearts first, but we've already been here. Just want to see if I can heal myself first. Pretty please? Come on. Nothing? Ah, well, whatever. So there's stuff over there, and there's stuff over here, I believe. More climbing stuff, right? Yeah, there's climbing stuff over here. Ooh, but there are also boulders. This section can actually be pretty dangerous, because you don't climb that quickly. The boulders, however, do fall very quickly, so they are fairly annoying. So let's see if I can... oh, there's a wall over there. Wonder if we can do something with that wall, maybe. No bomb throwing. As if it wasn't obvious enough already. Ah well, place a bomb, but oh geez. Yeah, these boulders randomly spawn, so they're fast and they're all over the place, so they're very annoying. So, that sign outside was actually a pretty helpful hint because it said no bomb throwing, so we're gonna throw a bomb. I don't think either of those are things. Well, yeah, there are no gold or silver bombs, but for doing that we got a big bomb bag. If you lie, she electrocutes you, and I believe that takes away all your bombs? I don't know, I don't usually screw that one up. Later on there is one that I mess up from time to time, but I believe, yeah, it takes away your bombs. But that one's easy, just don't lie and you're A-okay. I mean, it's kinda obvious. You might get curious as to what happens if you do answer gold or silver bombs, but that won't get you anything. So, climbing further up. Go away, quit it, boulders. I swear sometimes these things go after me. Look at that one. It was leaning to the right. It was trying to be subtle, but I saw it. It was, oh geez, Luke Tektite. These guys are a lot more erratic. They jump quickly and they jump often. Thankfully, they're rare, so you don't see them that much, but yeah, they're pretty annoying. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that boulder, I'm pretty sure that boulder was leaning. Excuse me, little spider dude, that's pretty rude. Get off me. Alright, now that he's off of me, I believe those guys prevent you from swinging your sword. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those boulders are sentient. Where did they come from? Anyway, there are no boulders up here, and yet here, they'll just start falling. See, look at that guy. That guy is right after me. Hey, dude, how's it going? Yeah, I already figured that out, but thanks anyway. I don't think we can really fuse with him, so I'm not gonna bother. So we'll have to trek up here at some point anyway. Ooh boy. It's really not that bad. It's just the first journey that's, not really annoying. I'll be honest, I do like this segment, even if it is fairly long. It's not like Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, which also had a mountain climbing segment, but honestly, I didn't like that one that much. It's probably the music. Mario & Luigi didn't really have good area themes. First one, anyway. Later on in the series, they got pretty good, though. But I'm kind of getting sidetracked. Back to this mountain. Oh yeah, and apparently the blue Tektites don't respawn like the others do. I do think they respawn eventually, though. Just they're kind of weird about that. Don't know why, they just don't respawn. But hey, I'm not going to complain about it. If I don't have to deal with them, then that's fine. Alright, also, gonna grab this mushroom, and... Scene transition! That's actually pretty cool right there. Yeah, thanks, I'm about to be hit by one. Oh, wait, no, it missed, thank goodness. So this segment is actually pretty difficult just because there's so much rain, it comes down quickly, and honestly, if you're already under a shadow, there's not much of a chance you're going to avoid it. You can roll out of the way, but it is a bit tricky. Alright, so, fairly easy puzzle here. This, and then this around. Just make sure to scope out a path ahead of time just so you don't get this boulder stuck. You're gonna want to move it this way. This is a fairly slow segment though. You just need to make sure you don't push it in the wrong direction. And eventually, you'll get it all the way over here to that hole. And don't worry, this is permanent. Once you fit this boulder in that hole, you never have to do it again. And now we have a permanent, not really a shortcut, more so just a path. Alright, and now the way has been opened. Okay, beware of these guys, or that guy. I thought there was more than one of them, but no, it's just this guy playing around. Oh wait, no, there was one. It was just a bit farther down. I don't think I really want to hurt him, though. He's a nice little bird thing. I like him. Those things are cute. Alright, this puzzle is more annoying than anything else. It's just figure out which blocks you need to push, which is fairly obvious. I mean, it does look kinda scattered, but honestly, if you look at it, it's pretty obvious which blocks need to go where. I don't even think I need to move that boulder or block, actually. It's not a boulder, it's a block. And make sure you don't move anything in your own way, and there we go. See? Easy enough. And now it's sunny again, okay. So yeah, that area on the top of the mountain is just permanently rainy. The rest of it, though, nah, that's sunny. Just that one tiny little spot over Mount Krennel. I don't know why, it just is. Just a tiny little rainy spot. Kinda wish it rained for the rest of the thing. It's a nice looking effect. Though I do have to wonder, there's only one segment where we actually have to avoid rain as a Minish. But once you're on the overworld, rain is A-okay, which is weird. Because suddenly, oh, look, rain's A-okay. I mean, it'd be a bit annoying if the rain effect were to actually hurt you constantly. That would not be good at all, actually. Forget I said anything. As silly as it is, it would be very annoying the other way around. I do actually like the way this area is... I'm so sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. But anyway, I liked how this area is set up, because there's that little mushroom on the one side, so that's kind of your cue that the entire area is sort of mirrored, so that on the other side there's a mushroom that you can't see, but of course we already know that we can suck mushrooms in, so we can do that segment fairly easily. And even if you don't, I mean, there's a mushroom right there you can experiment on. Of course, then again, you can also suck up... Well, actually, no, you can't suck up the barrel in front of the mushroom, because the mushroom gets in the way, so forget I said anything. Oh, this segment's kind of interesting. So if you didn't know you can throw bombs just yet, well... Whoops. Well, you might not be able to progress, because you do need to hit that switch with a bomb. Or you could throw a jar at it. Both are viable options. But you can always throw bombs, so that it's just good to do that. Plus, I kind of already broke the pot, so, you know, not really an option unless I leave the room. And, ooh, very nice, red rupee. Alright, switch back to shield. I believe we're almost done with Mount Prental, actually. Just done another one of these spots. Go away, Mr. P-Hat Dude. Don't even know how any of that worked, but whatever. Gotta make sure these are all stuffless, because I do still need hearts. Those haven't been spawning that much for me. I kinda wish they would. I've been getting plenty of bombs now that I don't need them. Alright, so, puzzle similar to one we found earlier with the rainy section, but kind of even more simple than that one was. Just move this all the way to the hole, and make sure you don't push it any farther than that, otherwise it's gonna get kinda stuck. But yeah, easy puzzle. And done. See? Easy. So, let's see, down these stairs we have another block pushing puzzle. This one's optional though. This is probably for a Kinstone. Now just watch it's for shells. It's gonna be for shells, right? Just to prove me wrong. You know, I guess technically I am wrong since I started suspecting it would be shells. Ah, well, whatever. So here we have a transformation point. And once we enter this area, well, it's another one of these segments. But we are getting close to our destination, actually. That little spot on the overworld must have looked suspicious, right? It kind of looked like the Minish village, except, you know, on a mountainside, because there's a bit of an elaborate tunnel there. Well, once we get to the end of this area... Through all these ladybugs. Why do these guys have to be numerous? They're annoying to take care of. Can't wait till we get a new sword and these guys become easier. I would still like that rupee, though. I always have to have the rupees. And at the end we have this here door, which leads us to... Malari's Mines, just where we needed to be. And these are my favorite Minish in the game. Dig along, right. They're just such happy little guys, just singing along. See, they've got their own little song that they sing constantly. I believe there are exactly 7 of these dudes, so you can't actually see Minish like in Hyrule Town or other places, basically. You can see Forest Minish or Town Minish, but these guys only appear here. And this guy tells us where we need to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, there are 7 beds, but I believe the Master gets his own room, right? Because he's Master Malari. Why wouldn't he get his own room? Oh, and we have a table there. I kind of like how this area is set up. It's kind of cute. They have their own little house. I mean, there's nothing to actually do here, but it's cute. I like it. They've all got their little rooms. They got their dining rooms. There's a forge room here, which is odd because there's also a forge down here. Oh yeah, and if you talk to this guy, he won't let you proceed because, well, that's where we need to go next in the story. But before we can go there, we need to talk to Malari, because he's kind of plot important. Alright. Are you also the 3rd best smith? Oh, no, this isn't Earthbound. There is actually a 2nd best. And here we have Malari himself. Okay, seriously, how do you know that? Do Minish have their own little birds that just fly around? Do you have internet? Is that it? Is that how you know everything immediately? Because there's no one else up here that could have possibly been from Minish Woods. Well, good, because you kinda have to, or the world is doomed. it'll take me a while to rework the sword. About the length of a dungeon, I'd say. So they're gonna get to work. Just pounding away at that sword. Yeah, you should probably get a bit more metal and, put that... whatever. I shouldn't argue with their methods. So now we can go through here to the next dungeon. So, you could have just gone to your right or left, but whatever, I'll move for you. But anyway, yes, the previous dungeon was for Minish, but this one, we're going to be full-sized for it. Once we inspect this thing right here. Next time on the Minish Cap, we're going into the next dungeon.